Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 17. Have you not brought this upon yourself by forsaking the Lord your God when he led you in the way? When I was working at the United States Steel Corporation, I worked as a management trainee in the maintenance department. One day, one of our employees hit his thumb with a hammer and got one of those blue thumbnail things that you might have experienced at some time due to blood building up under the nail. So he remembered an old-timer's remedy that he heard of, and it was to take a drill bit and pierce the thumbnail to relieve the pressure of the buildup blood captured under the nail. He proceeded to take a small nail drill bit and put it in the chuck of a drill press. Then he turned on the drill press, put his thumb underneath the drill bit, and ran the drill down into his thumb. The only problem was that he ran the drill bit all the way through his nail and thumb out the other side. Well, following this, he had to go to the mill dispensary for treatment, and he turned a relatively small issue into a wound requiring treatment, and it hindered his ability to function in the maintenance department as usual. Of course, we in the office, we laughed a whole bunch about this ridiculous decision and action that this guy took. However, people do stupid things that create problems for themselves all the time. And these are self-inflicted wounds. This is the situation that the Lord is presenting to Judah and Jerusalem. Judah was under assault. Foreign invaders had come into the land, conquering various cities and villages. And they left them destroyed and vacant and lifeless. What message did the Lord have for them? He asked this rhetorical question. Have you not brought this upon yourself by forsaking the Lord your God? It was the nation's apostasy that led them into this trouble. The Lord had promised the nation that he would protect them. Yet this protection was only available when they walked by faith. That is to respond to the Lord in closeness of heart, trusting him and his great promises to them. Unfortunately, the nation had turned away from following the Lord and turned to worshiping idols and trusting in their own earthly human wisdom. And when they turned their back on God by trusting the lifeless things, dead and lifeless things, and their own flawed wisdom, the Lord then allowed these things to provide for their security. Thus he communicated that they brought their calamity upon themselves because of their own apostasy. Now today, many people are doing the exact same thing. They're ignorant of what they do. Some don't know any better. And there are those who know the Lord and his ways, but fail to seek him as they should. The problem with this group of people is that without knowing it, they suffer self-inflicted wounds. Now, all believers and the apostate will have struggles in life. None of us are immune. Jesus said, in the world you will have tribulation. However, those apostate ones unnecessarily compound their problems because of their departure from the Lord. In essence, they're creating for themselves self-inflicted wounds. So what is the solution? Well, for the unbeliever, it's to trust in Jesus and to seek him with the whole heart. But for those who know the truth but have turned their backs on Jesus, it is to repent. That is, to turn from their apostasy and seek the Lord and his righteousness. Same thing actually for both groups of people. For everyone, it means to turn from half-heartedness to a true and vibrant pursuit of the Lord in life.